shout out to the sponsor of today's episode, Spider Farmer. Whether you got a big grow, a little grow, they've got you covered. Check Amazon, the links below with the promo code. Thanks, Spider Farmer, for sponsoring today's episode.
We could, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go over this one. Let's check
Run
it
it.
out.
Don't know what we're talking
So
about.
everybody is in my DMs singing because they're like, "Oh, marketing guy, what do you say about Facebook changing their name?" I'm like, "Well, Facebook didn't change their name.
Right,
The holding
right.
company, like the parent company, you know,
Mhm.
they changed the name." But people don't really realize why they did this. Some people don't. And
I didn't.
check out the fucking Metaverse, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shite.
Show me this. Show me this. Like I
Let's see it.
wasn't totally.
Imagine.
I'm not 100% as to what was going on.
Instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical
hear it.
home recreated
I got
virtually.
it.
It has things that are only possible virtually, and it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah.
I thought that was my phone. Hey, are you coming? It's like, it's a personal question.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space?
Uh-huh.
Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right? It's from a crater I met in LA.
This place
This is just crazy, dude.
amazing.
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
Mark Zuckerberg
You
is
have
an
nothing.
alien, though.
Oh, he is, for sure. That's why he's doing this.
Hey, wait.
Watch out, fucking Project Rogue. This will be the new RP.
Right?
They're gonna, you know, we're supposedly working on Grand
should
Theft
we deal
Auto
you
for
in?
the
Sorry, I'm running
Metaverse.
late,
VR.
but you've got to see
Yeah,
what we're
like,
checking out. There's an
for
art
this, so you're
corner
in
in
that
Soho,
shit.
hiding AR pieces for people to find.
But what are you putting on? Are you putting a chip in your head?
Send that link over so
Dude,
we
yeah.
can all
Well,
Goggles?
some people already have a chip, from what I've heard.
This is stunning.
I already have a chip.
I want
You
a
already have
chip.
your chip. You're already
I love
chipped.
the movie.
You've got two
Wait,
different
it's-
kinds.
Oh, I got
It's
two.
disappeared.
I got that. I'm fucking mixed vax.
Hold on.
Hybrid
Here
chip.
it is.
Reads that on my passport.
If you guys like it here, I
These
have
are
another
mixed
that you're
facts.
gonna love. Check out this forest room.
Huh, let's see it.
A forest room.
Koi fish that fly?
See, I'm too skeptical.
This is wild. Hey,
How do
website
you
Boz,
feel?
it's Priscilla.
Like you should feel like you're in water. And if your phone's ringing on your wrist, how do you feel it?
I love that guy.
How do you know it's ringing?
We've got to show that to the kids. Can you also send that to my dad?
I'll message him.
They're gonna probably have like a bodysuit or something.
This place is great.
Yeah.
Boz, but
And
Like
you'll
a
just get
condom.
really skinny or really fat because you do nothing in your life other than just hang out in the Matrix.
No, it'll have like electrodes that like zap your muscles to keep them active, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What's crazy is
It's a whiz
this is
off.
exactly what I said,
Ready
Jalopy
Player
Joe.
One.
Ready Player
Yeah.
One. Yeah, and what's this has everything good has potential to be exploited, and this just startles me a little bit in terms of people are going to be fully immersified into something like this, and there's already people struggling with, you know, information on the internet. They don't know what's what, they don't know what's real and what's not, what's fake. So I think that's where this could be really cool for a small percentage, but then the masses, like, it's a concern, man. Like, what happens with the manipulation?
Yeah.
Now NFTs are going to explode. If you're into NFTs and even any sort of crypto, honestly, this is going to be a big game changer if this takes off, because think about people having exclusive art within their digital room that they've created, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
it's
just.
not-
We're not here yet. We're so far from
keep
this.
watching.
I'm
It
just
sounds like,
like,
they're closer than we realize. They've been working on shit behind the scenes and lying.
well,
lying
he's
this whole
just.
time.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And the reason I say that is just because like he's just standing there and he's immersed in something. So
It's a green screen too.
well,
Like,
this
none of this is all like
this is
almost
fake.
hypothetical.
100%. This is. But I'm just saying, in general, you know, as he stands there and like immersifies himself, what is he putting on? Like Facebook has the VR, like Facebook has the Oculus Rift. Correct me if
Yeah,
I'm
they
wrong.
think it's about a decade out from
So
being, but this is what they're working on actively.
right. But then it's like, I just don't see how you actually immerse yourself in there. Like virtual reality's been out since like the 80s, the 90s. And
Yeah,
we
they had it in
still
First Kid.
haven't figured
Classic.
it out. You know what I mean? Like we're struggling to kind of immersify someone. Like I still think it's hard to believe that someone puts on a virtual headset and ends up smashing their TV. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, really, you're that immersed in that? You know what I mean? It's just a screen in front of your eyes.
We should have
You
done the VR shit when we were in Vegas. We walked right by a spot on
We
Free Buy.
should have. We should.
That could have been us. but we play too much.
I'm not sold that that's where we're headed.
Let's
so
watch
I'm
a little
like-
more, Wink.
A little more. Yes, hit us.
A little more.
I want to know
So
more of like the
that's
how.
a glimpse of a few ways that we're going to be able to get together
Mark
and
Zuckerberg.
socialize in the metaverse. It's a ways off, but you can start to see some of the fundamental building blocks take shape. First, the feeling of presence. This is the defining quality of the metaverse. You're going to really feel like you're there with other people. You'll see their facial expressions, you'll see their body language, maybe figure out if they're actually holding a winning hand. All the subtle ways that we communicate that today's technology can't quite deliver. Next, there are avatars, and that's how we're going to represent ourselves.
He looks CG
in the
himself.
metaverse.
He
Avatars
is.
will be
Have you ever watched that
profile pictures today,
Star
but
Trek
instead of a
beta?
static image, they're going to be living.
He's like he's like a robot human. He's literally like, this is like beta human. Like he's not.
Yeah, he's
he
not
opens
quite
up his
human.
wrist and it's digital. That's
He's an
what I see
alien.
from Mark.
He's an Anunnaki.
Instead
He's
of a static
Anunnaki.
image, they're going to be living 3D representations of you. Your expressions, your gestures, that are going to make interactions much richer
Oh, yeah.
than anything that's possible online today. You'll probably have a photorealistic avatar for work, a stylized one for
So
hanging out.
okay,
and
pause this for a second.
maybe
He
for
does
fantasy.
address the fact that today's technology doesn't do this,
Yeah.
but doesn't address how they're going to get there. Now, I know you don't want to give away too much information, but you're already giving away too much information. So it's like, I'm already skeptical. So like, how are you gonna convince investors? And like, Facebook needs investments more, but well, of course they do. But
Be able to get to this point, they might. And I think the key thing is that this
Well,
is like
this is a
planting
green
a
screen.
seed. Well, this
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
seed planting. They claim they're working on it, but it's more of a seed planting thing. And it's like, here's where we're going. And by
right.
announcing this, I bet you they'll find people throughout the world who have an idea for this kind of technology who are like, whoa,
Totally.
I'm this random Russian professor and I've been working on this thing for decades
Yeah.
and this is the place to put it now. Now I didn't know that there was a thing to do it and they'll sell it to the devil. I mean, to Mark
Mhm.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Skip ahead a little bit.
Skippo?
Like
Please,
just,
Wink. Oh, he's got drop bars right. He could tell. Oh,
yeah. Oh, he's
those were
dancing here.
bars. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
he's got a lean on. Oh, we don't even need to play it. Mark Zuckerberg's doing more human
Look
shit
at him.
just on pause than he is in real life.
Oh,
Sometimes using virtual reality so you're fully immersed, sometimes using augmented reality glasses so you
Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so he's kind of explaining how, like,
can different
he's
experiences on all kinds of different devices. Sometimes
On all
using
kinds of
virtual
different
reality
devices.
so you're fully immersed.
VR.
Sometimes using augmented reality glasses so you can be present
It's
in
the
the
same
physical
thing.
world as well, and sometimes on a computer or phone so you can
So you're
quickly
staring
jump
into a
the
screen.
metaverse from existing platforms. There are going to be new
Interesting.
ways of interacting with devices that are
New
much
ways.
more natural. Instead of typing or tapping, you're going to be able to gesture with your hands, say a few words, or even just make things happen by thinking about them.
Believe it or not, I do this on the
Your
Wii.
devices won't be the focal point of your
Just think
attention
about shit.
anymore. Instead of getting in the way,
Make my guy
you're
move
gonna give
around
you a
when I
sense of
wiggle my
presence
hands.
in the
That
new
is true.
experiences that you're having and the people who you're with. And these are some of the basic concepts for the metaverse. And while this may
Teleporting.
sound like science
Your character
fiction,
could teleport.
Tell-
we're
yeah,
starting
right,
to see
right.
a lot of these technologies coming together. In the next 5 or 10 years,
So you're
a
just
lot
changing
of
levels.
this
Like they're
is going
calling
to be
it.
mainstream.
They're calling it something
And a
different.
lot
You know
of
what I'm
us
saying?
Yeah.
But like,
creating
this what it sounds like is they're developing an immersified game that's
Yeah.
going to be used as social media, and they're going to
Right.
gamify. It's gamification of social media, and now they're going to make VR and augmented reality a large portion of it. He's painting it very, very pretty, and very, very unique and sexy, and it could get to that point. But it's
Vague and
basically
ambiguous. But
yeah,
yes,
it's basically
yes.
an immersified social game, and you're able to go into in this game. You go to different chat rooms that are designed differently. They're not chat rooms; they're houses, and
Yep.
you can teleport or switch rooms to another place that's going to be in, let's say, a different country that was designed totally different. It's like you're going loading a new server. So like it's not new, but the application and how it's looked at is new. And I think it's
Yeah.
got potential because think about the issue is hacking. I see that in the chat over here on Twitch. The issue is hacking for sure. Is what I'm concerned about is what people are seeing or what they're giving their money to or what they believe is all fake. It's all
People,
created.
you know that there's a 75-year-old woman out there that's like, I'll do it. Take my money. I'll do
Yep.
virtual Facebook. She doesn't give a fuck about her. There are people out there that don't care. They will sign Mark Zuckerberg over their firstborn child without even
Oh yeah.
thinking about it. And a
Yep.
lot of people do when they hit I accept. But
Very true. Sad but true.
so he'll have plenty of people that'll sign up for this regardless of hacking. I won't. I don't even touch Facebook with a 10-foot pole. I don't do
No,
Facebook
I
on a
just
business level or on a personal level, like on a personal level or a business level, and I do every other platform on a business level. So it's
Well,
like,
it's like I use Facebook in some senses now that my grandpa's back in Israel and back using it more, but more like you've got to know these platforms, just like with anything. Like I've got lists, so only like certain people see certain shit, and these are people I want to see this stuff, and they're on these platforms. So it's like, all right, I want you
right.
to see this, and I'm gonna send it to my 420 friendly list or to my
That's what it.
marketing list.
That's what it always. Yeah. And that's
If you
great.
don't tailor it, then it's shit. If you
That's
just go
right.
into what they serve you and feed you, it's shit.
No
Same with
thanks.
Instagram though. Like my
Exactly.
Instagram private page is so much better than my public page because
Mhm.
I literally decide whose shit I see and like only follow what I follow. I don't just see random shit like you
Right.
do, because your friend shares some dumb shit and you're like, oh man, I
Right.
don't want to see. I don't care about your fucking political opinion.
Right.
But you can
Right.
really,
And that's
you got
really
to
what it,
use
like
these, you know.
Facebook is turned into. So imagine now having something immersified in it where it's like instead of having the ability to just be trained it, you can see the outside world, at least when you're on your phone, Now let's remove all outside existence and just focus on social media in all forms. Like that just seems so unhealthy. I just like I can get behind virtual reality though. Don't get me wrong. Like as a guy who loves to role play, I love immersifying myself into a universe outside of this one. I just can't see one that's shaped around social media because
Yeah,
it's
that's,
like
well, I
that's
think that's what they're
toxic.
doing.
Because
They're
imagine having, imagine being in your own private, as we looked at Mr. Zuckerberg there, standing in his cabin. Imagine just having some guy on a yacht in the back, just massive political views that you or whatever views, just constantly bombarding your universe. Like I don't
yeah.
know, I don't know,
That's where like
because that's what
I look at
Facebook
it in the
turned
sense
into.
of, well, they're trying to pivot, I think is what this is. Is they're like we're seeing how we've got Congress in our ass. We've got everybody mad at us because we don't hide shit or we do hide shit. We've got this where it's like what's the next step of social media? It's social. It's being
Yeah,
social. It's
yeah.
no longer a platform. It's like how do we go from taking these people all over the world and having them with each other? The only way to do it is to
It's so
evolve.
scary, eh?
It is
It's so
scary, but
scary.
it's like you evolve from social media platforms to just social environments.
Mhm.
And that's how it should be in the world, but it's not as affordable for people to go from,
No, right.
Africa to fucking Michigan. It's just not reality with the
Unless you have a
economy
private top buds jet.
unless you have a private top buzz jet. And that is for rent if you go to www.privatetopbuzzjetforSale/rent.com. And no, but it's just it's interesting, man. Like the key thing is it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for those people who are in, let's say, I feel like it's going to be more beneficial for people in poverty-stricken areas because you can get out of these things, you can explore and see things, but it's going to be used by people with money who can't already go and do this shit. And so why don't you just go do it? Why are you? And other than the stuff that's like space and you super crazy that you could never do and see, but I just see this being the next evolution of social media. I don't see it being like a new world, but this is the start. This is them starting this because MySpace or AOL AIM or one of the brands at one point started direct messaging and chat groups. And look at how far this has evolved to where it's
Mhm,
at now.
mhm.
So who
It's just
knows,
to
man?
think about all the brilliant people in the world. It's like Elon Musk is like just changing the world when it comes to electric vehicles, autonomous vehicles. You look at someone like Bill Gates, who's trying to change the world in regards to world hunger and humanity. Uh, you've got someone like Robert.
Pigeons 420.
No, Robert.
No?
Fucking what's his name with the Virgin Mobile.
Oh
He's
yeah.
Brunson. Yep.
Brunson.
Trying to get like interstellar.
Richard.
Like he's Richard Brunson. Thank you.
Dick Brunson.
Phil Appleton.
That's who
And
it
then
was.
you got people trying to do intergalactic or interplanetary life, and you've got Mark
Beastie Boys.
Zuckerberg trying to do virtual titties. I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah. He'd be in
sold.
their
It's like
motorboat and
I just don't fully understand where his head's at.
He's
It's
like, that
like,
was
this is
17
what you're
credits.
doing with your money, Mark. Come on.
Well, like Madhep got over on Twitch here. He's got a very good thought of this, the education side of where you could immersify a class in, the slavery days. So they could go in and see how fucked up it was. Or you could have the Civil War where they're sitting and watching this shit go down. Like, oh my God, this is crazy. Like they're hearing the sounds and somebody walks by them. Like, oh my God. And they get the fears and the thoughts of these things. So I don't know, man. It's crazy to think of what the potential is, but every tool is also a weapon. So it's...
It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how this works out.
Yeah.
No,
Paranoid,
good. It was good
paranoid.
to see, though. I didn't know that. I've heard so much about this meta and
Well, we usually say
yada,
no meta.
Noah meta. Yeah, right. But
Mhm.
I didn't know about this. So yeah, thanks for bringing this to my attention.
Will
I
be a
will have to
lawsuit
look
though
into
if he doesn't drop that fucking name.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us.
That's us.
That's
We're not.
us.
We're meta. Hey, did you enjoy this episode? If so, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, we got more videos just like this. Click them, leave some comments, and we'll see you next time.
And of course, go to watchcodb.com. Peace.